Hi everyone, this is Chao with Ariana Stark. This is a flip through video of Divine Messages Oracle, my second deck. Many of you are eagerly awaiting this deck's release. Likewise, I'm also eager to present this deck to you. My first deck, as you are aware, is Love Oracle. It is a 54 card deck which covers all aspects of a relationship. But today it's not about this deck, it is about Divine Messages Oracle. I will give links to Love Oracle in the description box, so in case you want to go through the deck, you can have a look at the flip through video. Now this deck is a 54 card deck, plus there are going to be 6 cards about me with untold blessings, Ariana Stark it says. Other than that, there's also a blank card besides how you can make a purchase or how can you connect with me. It will come with a drawstring bag. My decks always come with drawstring bags. It's easier to handle instead of handling a box. That's my personal preference. Divine Messages Oracle has crystal clear messages which will help you in your soulful readings. Maybe you need to hear messages with respect to your personal life or your professional life. Even learn and tackle the issues that you're going to be encountering in this lifetime. Perhaps some of you can also delve to unlock past life issues, as the messages are very intriguing. Sometimes you're also wondering what our past loved one wants to convey to us, or even our spirit guides or spirit animals. So this deck can help you unravel all that and more. The deck can be used all by itself or with other decks. The first card in this deck is a ticket to ride. As the imagery suggests, maybe you're going to be embarking on a journey. Maybe you're going to get your travel plans in order or book your tickets. This could be long distance travel or short trips. Travel could help you broaden your horizons. It could also help you professionally. Possibly, better prospects await you elsewhere. The next card here is Apprentice. Maybe you're someone who is learning a trade from a skilled employer. In essence, I think you need to work on your skills, prepare for an internship or training period. It can be very unnerving, It takes time till you perfect your craft. Maybe you're a bit impatient, yet learning could help you be the master of your trade. It can help you learn everything that you need. Maybe your boss is very demanding, but patience is the key here. So you pick up this card, you must understand that there's more you need to learn. Maybe you're like an unpolished diamond. You need to be more polished in your field. As above, so below is the next card. This is a universal principle. What is happening on the astral plane is having a bearing here on earth. The stars definitely affect your thinking and everyday choices in life. Sometimes we can't control the outcome. All the stars in your astrological chart definitely helps shape your personality, definitely affects us. This could also be akin to mirroring. What is happening internally is also affecting your outward behavior, or it could be vice versa. That which is above is like that which is below, and that which is below is like to which is above. You also need to invoke God's will. You want things on earth to be like what happens in heaven. If you're doing good in the physical world, then it will also reflect in the spiritual plane. Something is always signifying something else. Alarm bells is the next card here. This is a card which is talking about danger. It's like a wake-up call. Get up, says the universe. Maybe there's a serious problem or dilemma at hand. Something is definitely wrong. Something is amiss. It is a cause for concern. You need to get up before it's too late. We do use the alarm clock to set the time in advance. So in this card, this alarm clock is signifying that you need to get out of bed. Arise and shine. Be vigilant is the next card. Be alert Maybe there are mistakes which you have overlooked, so that is why you need to focus that much harder. Maybe even in your personal life, you need to be watchful and alert because there could be some kind of trouble which is brewing. Maybe you also need to be open to opportunities that are going to abound. Like the squirrel, over here, it's your stand up. It's very aware of its environment. That is why you also need to be aware of your external environment. Some of you are also being asked to save for a rainy day. Prevention is better than cure, so be sure to look around. I think you should also follow your own inner voice. You don't need outside assurance if you are going to be vigilant. Brush it off is the next card. This is a card which is talking about dismiss those thoughts and sensations. Maybe it's trivial, it's not important. Even in a relationship, maybe you have said something untoward and you're thinking about the consequences. This card is heralding that you need to not give it too much attention. It's not important. The universe is telling you to brush it under the carpet, to ignore it. Don't stress over it. Caught in a web. These look like wild berries or cherries which are caught in a web. You may feel trapped in a particular situation, since a web is something which is difficult to escape. Maybe the problems seem to be continuous or persistent, so you need to be careful. Oftentimes, in life we get caught in circumstances or situations which turn out to be testing time. So when this card comes up, you need to understand exactly that. Communicate is the next card, which talks about the need for you to talk things out. Maybe you need to converse or reach out, share information, news or ideas. There are very many channels of communication, be it letter, phone, email. Maybe this red telephone booth is there for you, so pick up the phone and make that phone call. It will turn out to be to your advantage. Card is checks and balances, great karmic board. This is about a review of your performance in each lifetime or even in the present circumstances. The great karmic board is a body of ascended masters. All souls must pass before the karmic board after each incarnation on earth so that they can review our behavior or even our performance. The graph is there in the background, so definitely what you sow, what you reap is something which is being signified here. Disquiet, unease. Maybe there's a feeling of anxiety or unease. This person or this lady, she seems to be in a defensive mode. Maybe you're worried about something. The pit of the stomach always gives us warning signs, so pay attention. The next card here is Divine Spark. Maybe there's an idea which comes in like a eureka moment, or it's an inspirational idea which you need to give thought to. You shouldn't ignore it. This is also the card which is talking about your spiritual practice. You have to awaken that spark as part of your life purpose. As you evolve at the soul level, you will be finding inspiration and ideas in dreams, or you will also be getting messages. You will definitely be inspired. Besides, each one of us is special. To sum up, I think you need to focus on that inspirational idea. Divine will. Like the rosary beads, maybe you are being asked to pray to God. You also need to surrender and submit to God's plan or to the plan of the universe. It is all preordained. Nothing in our lives happen without the will of the universe or without the will of God. Disconnect, it says yours. It's like a plug which we are trying to take out from the switchboard. I think you need to break the connection off. You need to detach. Maybe time apart is essential. Don't overthink. Don't overdwell on certain matters. Just Find time to retreat from certain situations. Flashback is the next card. This is talking about memories. It could be childhood memories or it could be memories of a past lifetime. These past personal experiences are having a bearing on your life. It could be traumatic events or it could be something which is making you wistful. There are messages here which you shouldn't ignore, rather you should address them. When we turn on the camera, then that flash, it can even be blinding to our eyes, but then you can't ignore it, can you? Fair and square, it has a gavel in it. Be just and honest. I think maybe you're also dealing with the legal system or legal matters or even documents that you need to address. You also need to be very sincere. You also need to be just and honest to yourself or to those around you. Game, set, match, it says here, everything is under control. Victory. At the conclusion of a project, you're going to triumph over any situation, or even if there's rivalry and competition, you're going to prevail. Like in a tennis match, the umpire calls out game, set, match. So likewise, you're going to emerge victorious. Graceful surrender, admit and confess. These are the hands of a baby. This is talking about confession. In case you have made a mistake, you need to own up. There is a lot of grace in not being ego driven. Besides, admission is a mental acknowledgement of a fact. There is no shame in admitting if we have done wrong or if we have wronged someone. It also helps you understand the pros and cons of your action. Hard work ahead, it says here. It's time to roll up your sleeves and get down to business. You do have that hidden strength like an ant. The ants always keep working. They are very patient, they're tenacious. They can endure a lot. Like the ants, you also have tremendous willpower, hidden strength. You're very diligent. You're also patient. I think you also need to cooperate because ants do believe in teamwork. Tasks could come up at short notice, so you have to focus. Or maybe the day is going to be one where there'll be a lot of physical activity, so it could be a grueling day, but then you need to focus on all this. You need to be patient. Like I said, you cannot shirk work. When this card comes up, Hall of Fame, I think your name will definitely be remembered. Maybe you're also receiving honors or things are going in your favor. Name and fame, excellence in your field can be expected. Healing angels talks about your guardian angels, your archangels, whether it's Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, they are all there. So seek divine intervention, ask them to step in. They are always going to be there as you proceed in life. Happy mistake, it says here. This child is looking at us, biting its tongue. So it's made a mistake. Maybe it's an unplanned event, but it is going to be beneficial for you. Sometimes, we make a mistake, but then the outcome can be beneficial or it can be a pleasant surprise, like a happy accident. Maybe the universe wanted it that way. It's all aligned. Everything around you is aligned with the soul, with your soul purpose. You are spiritually in line with everything around you. It takes a lot of hard work, like these ballet dancers or ballerinas. It takes a lot of toil and hard work or hard labor to get that position where everything is synchronous. So likewise, when things begin to fall in place in your life, you should be thankful because it's all aligned for you. So it becomes easier for us to maneuver everyday events. Innate abilities, these are gifts which the universe has bestowed upon you, so you should be happy for the same. You should also focus on these talents. These are gifts which you need to share with the world around you. Kindness, it says here, you need to be kind to yourself as well as to all creatures, great and small. Be open-handed towards them. This is very rewarding at the soul level. It also helps us share ourselves freely with others. You need to be generous, says the universe, reminding us that it's our duty to help others in any which way. Lone warrior, maybe you're somebody who prefers to be all by yourself. You are somebody who also makes sacrifices for spiritual cause or for a moral reason. I think you're someone who is very unselfish. You're somebody who has the ability to survive the test of time. You're also going to be believing in your own cause. You're willing to walk alone. Even if others don't believe in you, you have the strength to walk that path. Legacy is something which you're going to leave behind. Maybe you're also going to benefit on account of a will. Maybe you're looking into assets, something which you have received from a family member, predecessor, or an ancestor. Or perhaps, like I said, you could also be leaving an impact on people and places. Messages from the unseen world. Maybe the universe is also asking you to pay attention to feathers, to songs. Maybe there are birds which could remind you of someone, or there is also going to be butterflies or dragonflies around you. Even angel numbers could also give some message, all from your spirit guides. Maybe a past loved one is also seeking your attention at this time. Nothing comes from nothing, without putting in the hard work, you can't gain anything. Somewhere, somehow, you have to make it. Life is a complete zero unless you make something out of it or unless you create something. All these patterns in the sand, it is also formed due to the wind movements over the sand. So keep trying, hang in there to make that complete circle. One for sorrow, it says here, maybe there's some sad news, maybe something which is leaving you grief-stricken. Maybe luck is also not on your side when this card comes up. Protective shield. This card has the imagery of an armor, a helmet. I think you need to have a defensive armor around you. Maybe you also need to form a bubble, push away everything that is hostile to you. Maybe this could also be a psychic shield. You need to safeguard yourself, or you need to look at those who can harm you. Maybe this is a protective intervention in the face of imminent danger or an actual attack. Use white light healing here. Pure comfort, mother's love. Maybe you also need to spend time with your mother or a female figure. She's going to be very reassuring presence in your life. So spend time with her. Maybe you also need to resolve issues with your mother in this lifetime. Psychic attack, it says here. Maybe spiritual attacks, black magic, evil eyes, something which you need to protect yourself from. You're susceptible to these attacks. Sometimes, we can dismiss these attacks as migraines or disease spells. Also feel a tingle in the back of your head, or your hairs could stand up. Maybe you are unable to focus, you have cloudy thoughts. So these are all signs that you need to do aura cleansing. Maybe someone thinks ill of you, so all these negative attacks need to be countered. As you know, there's a blackbird here and the tree is completely barren. Maybe there's an eerie feeling which you are getting in your own environment, so you need to do some sort of cleansing. Purity of the soul, it says, I think you need to get rid of sinful thoughts. You need to be honest without any evil intent. I think self-control also helps you progress towards purity. Do what is right, be accountable for your actions. This baby is completely pure, it's untainted, not corrupt by things around it. So the universe is definitely asking you to realign with pure thought. Think and do things which are completely untainted. Rewards God sent, this is a basket of apples or fruits, so you're going to get the rewards of your labor as if it is sent by the universe. This card could also talk about a desirable or much needed thing or event that comes about unexpectedly into your life. So enjoy the rewards. Sometimes you may be deliberating a lot, you don't have a solution in sight. Suddenly you will get the answers that you desire, so you're going to be fruitful in your quest or whatever you're embarking on. Sudden developments, it says here, like lightning, it strikes suddenly. Likewise, you can be completely unprepared. It can be like a bolt from the blue. So surprises, such eventualities or happenings which are done without warning or unexpectedly could be in the offing when this card turns up in a reading. Maybe you're also going to be inspired by your higher self, because this is violet, which is the chakra. Step by step, I think you need to climb the stairs slowly to progress gradually and carefully. I think you should also be systematic, be orderly, or be matter of fact as you proceed. Symbiotic relationship, if you look closely, this is a creeper on the bark of a tree. These are totally two dissimilar plants. This creeper is relying on the tree. So sometimes we can be in a relationship which is beneficial to one person, or it could even be a mutually beneficial interaction where both of us are benefiting. All in all, it's going to be a very close physical association with someone. Setback, it talks about reversal. Maybe there's a temporary defeat, maybe there's slow progress because something has happened, some kind of hindrance or obstacle, misfortune or delay in your path. Sometimes, while walking also we can come across dried leaves, and if you are communing or if you are somebody who spends a lot of time with nature, then the significance of a dry leaf could also be something which is very important in your life. As you commune with trees, you will get clear messages from them. Some doors are best left closed. Maybe you should not stress over certain decisions. Maybe things didn't go as per plan. There could be skeletons in the cupboard, so it is better not to open, not to be aware of what's going on. Maybe if you get a negative response to an idea, it was for the best. It wasn't meant for you, so shut the door, leave it as it is. Try not to be too curious, try not to overthink. Smudging, it talks about cleansing the soul of negative energy. Clear your space, clear yourself. Maybe you can use camphor or sage. Smudging should also be voluntary. It shouldn't be forced on others around us. Maybe some people may frown upon it, so you should seek permission from everybody before you do the same. But cleansing is essential, or smudging the home or the work environment is necessary, as it will clear out the cobwebs that are there. Second chance. This card is giving you an opportunity to try something again. Maybe you have failed once, but then that shouldn't deter you. So luck or the roll of dice is in your favor. I think you have the ability to choose the right option. You can expect progress or profit when this card comes up. Tussle. This is talking about a dilemma. Maybe there's a power tussle, there's a fight or an argument for control. Maybe you're also trying very hard. It's a vigorous struggle in order to obtain or achieve something. In essence, this is talking about a contest or a fight for control. That sinking feeling, I think you also need to pay attention to premonitions. Maybe you're getting panic attacks. Acknowledge what is causing you to be this nervous, restless, or tense. Your body does give you sensations, so you need to listen intently. This imagery, I think the leaf is completely drowned in water. It's sinking. Though it should be on the surface, it's not floating. So you may be feeling as though there's something which is just not right. Tune in, your soul knows. Again, your soul is already aware of everything. You already know everything that you need to know. You just need to go inward. You need to listen to your own inner voice. By and large, you should be attuned to your own inner soul or inner being. Treasure trove, this card talks about sudden wealth gains. Maybe you're also collecting something of value. It is basically about material wealth or material things that you're hoarding. Maybe this is also something which has been passed on to you. For some of us, this could be a collection of books which are of immense value to us, or this could also mean that someone has deep pockets and is helping you out as well. The teacher appears. This card is talking about a need to go back to school to learn life lessons. Maybe we also need to unlearn everything on our spiritual journey. Maybe there's also going to be a teacher who's going to guide you. This person is already there in your life. You need to be student-like. You need to stay focused. Maybe this teacher is going to facilitate your growth, impact your life. He could help you walk the path. So be a good student. Be open to receiving the knowledge which he shares with you, rather than be indifferent, rather than question everything. The way forward, this is the compass which is giving us direction. So the universe is telling you that the way is ahead of you, or you're on the right path. 2 for joy, it says here. This card talks about positive developments, a time for celebration, maybe a union of sorts for some of you. I think you can feel delight or bliss when this card appears, and this should be cherished. The weakest link, it says here. Maybe you also need to address your weaknesses. Someone could be making the least contribution to the collective achievement of a group. Someone could be the weak point, someone is vulnerable. This could be the Achilles heel also. Maybe because of someone's weakness, everything is falling apart. So address it, embolden that person, strengthen that person, so that the whole system doesn't collapse. Try not to overlook the weaknesses of this person or even yourself. You know, sometimes in a team there could be someone who is going to be an easy target by opponents. So this person needs to be given the confidence. This person needs to sharpen his skills. He needs to strengthen himself so that he is no longer the Achilles heel. Time is ticking. I think time is passing very quickly. Like the sand clock over here, the sand is going to come into this part very quickly. So you could be running out of time, or time is at a premium. Maybe you have to focus at deadlines. Speed up, hurry up. Thrive, it says here. You know, even in adverse situations, you're going to thrive. You're going to blossom, flourish, or prosper. Maybe this is also talking about feeling fulfilled, being successful. Professionally, you could be flourishing. Wilderness, it says here. I think you're being asked to go to a quiet area, to be all by yourself, maybe even isolate yourself. There's a snail here. The snail knows when to move and when to retreat. Likewise, when you're alone, you're learning the gift of patience. You will gain much perspective when you are with nature, away from the hustle and bustle of the city life. You also need to go for these intense experiences to such locations, as it will help you in your soul's evolution. Waiting game, it says here. I think chess is talking about your mind or your mental faculties being put to test. You have to strategize, you have to make a move later in the hope of a favorable opportunity. So you need to bide your time, you need to sit tight, hold your horses. A wait and watch policy is also going to serve you well, so that is why you need to lie low. You can act later. I think this time is also essential because it will help you prepare before you can attack with all guns blazing. The last card in this deck is your next move. Maybe you're deliberating on what happens from here. Maybe you're asking yourself, you're undecided. You're going to rise to the next level with whichever decision that you make. There are two paths before you. You can turn your back, or you can move forward, or you can just turn away. So this card is telling you, or the universe is asking you, to be aware of the steps that you're going to need to take as you advance in life. I hope everyone you enjoyed this flip through reading as much as I enjoyed creating this deck. This deck has also happened due to divine guidance. It also happened very quickly. I think it is ready to be shipped all across the world. So in case you want to make a purchase, everything is given in the description box. I do have an email address, arianastark9@gmail.com, or you can follow me in my Instagram handle, arianastark9. My team member is there, she can assist you. So feel free to connect. This is Ariana Stark signing off. Take care. Bye till the next time.